All right, welcome in, folks. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the week is treating you well. Gonna get things started here shortly. Just gonna get these ads out of the way, and then we'll get the stream started. Thank you for being here. I forgot to change the alert notification. It still said no mic. Oh well. Obviously, it's not after dark. What do we got? Ad starts. Wait, what? Hold on. Why is Twitch being dumb? Ad starts in an hour and 2 minutes. That doesn't make any sense.
Hello. Hello.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused. Captain Shires, welcome in. I'm just trying to figure out why Twitch is being dumb. It said we started an ad, but the ad, is there an ad running? Anybody? I don't. It says that the next ad starts in an hour and 2 minutes, and it never did anything. Who knows? Whatever. Happy Monday, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. This is the third stream this week. Can you believe it? We had a stream yesterday, of course. And we have a stream today. That's 2. But we also had our first After Dark stream last night. And I got a little bit more work done on these guys. Spent some time. Well, we'll talk about it. I was basically cleaning up this line. We still have to do that up here. I think I'm going to forego the plans with the fade. It's just... it feels unnecessary. So I'm going to clean up this top line today on each of these. And we're going to do the maker's mark. Of course, that gets painted red, and then we'll go over the black and the white. Some touch-ups. We need to go over these eyes, for instance, with black once more. I got a little bit of a touch-up here on this guy's eyeball. And we'll probably...
Welcome back.
What?
Let's get to it.
I think Twitch is... What is going on with Twitch the last couple weeks, guys? My goodness. Everything is broken. I don't think you guys were in ads. If you are, welcome in. Or if you were, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. On the dashboard here, it said that the ads weren't playing. Yeah, not sure. Twitch is being Twitch. And we'll just have to make the best of it. I was explaining last night we had our first... After Dark stream. After Dark streams, of course, just kind of painting or sculpting whatever's going on, listening to music and chilling. I can't be on the mic at night, so there are no mic streams. But you know, I chat with you guys when I can, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Just to chill, hang out, and work. Why are we dropping frames already today? Twitch has got some issues, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Twitch. But anyway, it says signal's excellent. Yeah, it's got to be a Twitch thing. Anyway, if anything goes on, you know, while I'm working today, just feel free to give me a shout. And we'll see what's going on. But hopefully things go smoothly. What is this? There's like a little glob of varnish in there. Oh well. We'll sort it out. But anyway, Yeah, we're down to the home stretch on these guys. So line cleanup. We're gonna go over the eyes in black once again. A touch up there. We got the maker's mark to finish, and then we'll probably close out stream today with an initial coat of varnish to get things ready for the final steps of felt on the bottom of each of these, UV resin on all the eyeballs, and a little bit of UV resin in the mouth on each of these. So yeah, we're on track to finish these up on Thursday, and I'm confident in saying that our drawing will happen on stream on Thursday. All right. So Thursday we finish these and we do our drawing. And then over the course of the coming days after that, I will get the showcase filmed and get the winner their candy corn shipped off. So that is the plan. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for a wonderful. I know if you guys are over in EU and UK, I know my After Dark streams are super late for you guys. That didn't stop Hugh from showing up. You showed up, but I totally get it. Super late for you guys. I don't expect to see our normal faces during the late night streams, but you know, some folks came through. We had a good time and got some work done. So thank you guys for that, and thank you for being here today. Let's this song's about over. We'll shuffle the playlist. I'm gonna get my gloves on and we will get things started. Obviously, no ability to stream tomorrow. Don't typically stream on Wednesdays anyways. But tomorrow especially, because I got to take Miss Hazel, our eldest rat, to the vet for surgery. So no stream for sure tomorrow. Shuffle play, and here we go. Okay. So I got some water ready to go. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start with the orange and get all that nonsense done. We got some cleanup to do. And just make a nice clean line across like I did last night with these guys. And then we'll do any touch-ups needed, which I think is just this guy. And then we'll switch over to the red and get all of our little moon maker's marks done. So yeah, let's begin. Captain Shires, how we doing, man? Is it you get a day off yet? I hope. Today's my day off? Well, good, man. Good. Good to hear. Just the one day off, though? Or do you have like a staggered schedule kind of deal? Been glued to my art desk? Sounds like a good way to spend a day off, man. Sounds like a good day. All right, let's make sure my hands aren't going to be shaky. What noisy gloves here, man. And the exciting task of doing line work. Basically, that's what we're doing. all the way around all three of them. But thankfully, I did the bulk of, like, obviously we got a wider surface here. We need to go over that a little bit. But yeah, the bottom line obviously it took longer. That was the bulk of what I did last night, was working on this bottom line here. For weekends, we get a day off the week before and a day off the week after, but I have a week off coming up. Haven't made plans for yet. Was planning to go to Scotland. Ooh, that'd be cool. I'm kind of jealous. Like, travel for me is kind of like, it's not really in the cards at this point in my life anymore. But even like to other states, I'm just like, meh. But I will say I envy the fact that you guys have so many options that you can just, like, it'd be the equivalent of us traveling to another state. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool, in my opinion. As far as distances, of course, is what I mean. But yeah, that's super cool, man. Envious. We can't even go to Canada anymore without a passport. when I was younger, I think it happened when I was in high school, maybe my freshman year of high school. They mandated passports for travel to Canada. Because before that, you did not need a passport. And actually, the one time that I've been to Canada was right before that happened, actually. So what are we working on art-wise today? And if you guys want me to zoom in, by all means. I feel like it could go either way on this portion, you know. Um, Obviously, zooming in can see better, but at the same time, I feel like for this process, it's kind of like in your face a little bit. I don't know. Plan was to take my 4x4 and go camping and get some photo references and visit, yeah, is it Edinburgh? Edinburgh Castle? But an issue with the gearbox has caused me to rethink it. Oh, man. It's always the gearbox in a 4x4, huh? It seems like everybody I know, whenever they have an issue with their 4x4, it's the gearbox. I miss my Jeep. I had an old, well, I've owned 2 Jeeps in my life. None of them were new. I had 2 97s. One was a Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, and one was a Cherokee Sport. The Cherokee Sport was 4x4. It was a piece of shit, but it ran. Like it was rusting apart and everything, but engine was still solid. That thing was leaking coolant. Still, nope, no issues. Let's throw some water, some coolant in there. I don't put water in unless it's an emergency. I always just put more coolant in, but the putting a new radiator in that thing would cost more than the stupid thing was worth. So today I'm doing some concept sketch ideas for a werewolf art piece, but playing with ideas. Ooh, that sounds fun. I want to sculpt a werewolf. Definitely do. Might have to change gloves because I'm recycling the gloves I wore yesterday and they're inside out. Clearly, because they're slippery. Yeah, I want to, man. I think the main thing is, obviously, like with this spooky season, I wanted to do these candy corns and pumpkin monsters. But who's to say you can only sculpt a werewolf during spooky season? I suppose, right? And then there's the task of coming up with a concept. In fact, I'm not really sure what I want to do after we finish the pumpkins. Well, pumpkin or pumpkins, depending. I'm not sure if we're going to do multiple or not. I know I'm only going to work on one at a time because I want to go into detail and not be split between multiples. And I also just want a break from doing multiple things and repeating the same thing over and over. This is fun, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it, but I don't very well want to do back-to-back projects where it's multiple things with the same tasks over and over. Give me a little bit of a breather. Probably have to hit this with a second coat, but it won't be terrible. All right, we'll come back to that one. Good all year round? Yeah, exactly. It's always Halloween in my soul. Hey, Bug Boy, welcome in, man. Happy Tuesday. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Touch-ups required. Also, I'm going to change gloves because, yeah, these are definitely inside out, and they're slippery and awful. And now I got to let my hands dry for a second. Doing all right? Good to hear, good to hear. Oh, what? The struggle today, man, I'll tell you. Halloween's year-round in my house. That's the right way to do it, I'd say. For sure. Okay, I gotta let my hands dry a minute. They're too sweaty to try to put those gloves on. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get my fine tip brush lined up here. And a quick drink. Dr. Crankenshine, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Yep, still not happening. Oh, the struggle, man. Yeah, they're candy corn monsters, which I did not realize until starting this project. I always just kind of had the impression that they were a universal candy. But lo and behold, they are not. So if you're not familiar, I can show you some, well, a bag of some anyway. These are little versions that I made a couple years back when I first got back into sculpting after many, many years of not sculpting. Nothing special. I had some old clay laying around and I just felt like messing about, and I made these up. And then I decided to revisit the idea, scale them up. This iteration, we learned that this is a little bit too big a scale, just for the time and the amount of clay it takes. But I did come up with a plan for future iterations, and we may very well do one of these before Halloween. After these guys, it's Pumpkin Monsters, revisiting my very first YouTube video, and which was a pumpkin monster, and just working on some new iterations of stuff that I've done when I first got back into sculpting. We don't have candy corn in Germany, but I think I've seen it before in American movies. Yeah, it's a staple Halloween candy, and it's one of those things like people either like it or they don't. I personally do. It's kind of like a mallow flavor, I guess. A creamy mallow type flavor. One sec. This is actually an assortment. You got your traditional chairs on my sock. You got your traditional right here. This white, yellow, and orange. There's also a chocolate variant with the brown. You can hardly see it with the glare, but it's orange and brown. These ones are chocolate. And then they've also got the pumpkins, which taste just like the candy corn. This bag is going to go to whoever wins one of these when we do the drawing, because I figured why not. So, yeah. I actually have candy corn flavored G Fuel. I don't typically drink G Fuel. It's just kind of left over. I find it's a bit chalky, and not a fan of that myself, but it tastes good. I just don't like the chalky consistency of G Fuel. I instead opt for a brand called Gamer Subs. I really enjoy those drink mixes. Okay, we're gonna come back to this guy. I just needed to clean this spot up. My brush slipped in my glove and made a bit of a mess. So we'll let that dry. And we are listening to the Spooky Sculpts playlist today. Oh, speaking of, hey, it's October, man. What are we doing? Gotta put my costume on, you know? Hey, Kennedy 104, Halloween stuff. Yes, that's my favorite season. Welcome in. Right now, just doing a little bit of line cleanup on the top of these guys. We're getting close to the finishing phases here. And then our next project is going to be pumpkin monsters. Or at the very least, a pumpkin monster. We're going to try to go a little bit more in detail with those. These guys have been fun. I really enjoyed this project. But, you know, you're a bit limited when it comes to candy corn. It's a pretty defined shape and all of that. So we did what we could, and it's been a lot of fun. And then with the pumpkin monster, I'm looking forward to going into a bit more detail. This song always throws me off at the start. If the Friday the 13th mask here is too spooky, we can always go with I got a costume that Maz would appreciate too, guys.
Ask me about my winner.
You need a sheep costume now so we can make the wolf in sheep's clothing jokes. Oh, good call, dude. Good call. I might have to work on that between now and Thursday. I already have a rough template for the avatar to do that. Boy, these little grooves don't make this an easy task. That is for sure. Okay. This is like the tedious, slow stuff. It's not all going to be this today, but I mean, man, I guess we are at the point where the stuff that remains is like the small focus mode stuff, but yeah, we'll have fun. We'll have fun. You like them? Well, thanks, Kennedy. Yeah, if you can see the little candy corns over here in the corner on the top left. Those I made a couple years back. They were one of the first things I made when I was getting back into sculpting. Just a little background. I used to sculpt with polymer clay when I was a kid, into my teenage years. And I would like enter stuff into the fair and stuff like that. I really enjoyed it. And then I just stopped. I don't know why. I just stopped sculpting. And I don't know why. Like with drawing, I used to draw all the time, and I can tell you exactly why I stopped drawing. And that happened when I started getting into digital graphics and stuff. It's terrible. I wish I would have continued, and I need to get back to practicing. I can still draw. It's just I'm rusty, you know. And but with sculpting, I have no idea. I just stopped. And I found some clay that I had laying around a couple years back, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to mess around and have some fun, and started doing a few projects. And then I started doing YouTube videos. Got a little carried away with the YouTube stuff. Just really pushing myself to like try to get as many videos out as possible, you know, and be consistent for the algorithm and all of that. And ultimately, it kind of burnt me out. And I needed to take a break, and I did. And when I came back, I got into Twitch and streaming. I still do the YouTube stuff. We do showcases for all the finished things. But yeah, we have a lot of fun over here. It's a lot nicer, in my opinion, than making videos. Like, I enjoy making videos, but it's kind of cool that we get to hang out and work and chat, you know. You don't really get that with YouTube. Okay, so we'll start back at the front and work our way around this way. And it doesn't need to be perfect. I was originally thinking about doing like a blend, a little bit of a fade transition, but I don't know, man. With the orange and the white, that just sounds like a nightmare, and I don't think it's absolutely necessary. So I think we're going to just kind of skip that idea. The orange and the yellow wouldn't be so bad, but I can't very well do the bottom portion and not the top. And yeah, like I said, I'm not really too keen on the idea of trying to not do an even blend with orange and white. Yeah, we can all get burnt out over time. I have a 9 to 5 and was working a Tandy leather Saturday and at a Tandy leather Saturday and Sunday. Now it's just Sundays usually. I do that for the enjoyment. Yeah, that's one of the things have had to like grapple with a little bit, and it's my own fault. I very much started all of this. I've always sculpted just for the joy of it, and everything I've ever made, even till to this date, has just been for me. Something I wanted to make for myself or for my partner, Minchie. And when I got into streaming, I was like, oh well, maybe I can turn this into something. And that just, it opens the door to so much stress and stress and frustration. It really does. I've had to kind of refocus and remind myself why I do this. And that's purely for the fun. I certainly enjoy it when I can focus on why I'm doing it, you know? In fact, this project, through the month of September, we ran an entry period where all this any subs or gifted subs in September counted as an entry. And then Thursday we're going to be doing the drawing on stream. And one of these guys gets to go home with a lucky winner. And it'll be the first person to ever own any of my work outside of myself and Menchie. So for me, that's exciting. Because like I said, I've never done commission work. I've never sold anything. It's all just been personal. In the future, there's definitely the potential to do stuff that's either for sale or something that I can replicate for sale, because I very much want to give a try to molding and casting. And then like in the future down the road, right now I'm a little bit limited on a space to do so because of the ventilation and stuff like this. But I would very much like to get a resin printer in the future so I can 3D scan some things and replicate them that way. And that way I can sell my work at more attainable, reasonable pricing, you know. Because that's another thing that it puts me off about selling my work is trying to put a price tag on stuff. It just stresses me out even thinking about it. Working at a leather place meant I did less leather work. I don't sell too much. I make leather book earrings and they sell well. Leather book earrings. Interesting. I've always been fascinated by leather work. It's something that I would still, if I get the opportunity, would like to learn a little bit and try my hand at. Do you by chance follow Odin on Twitch here? What's Odin the bearded one? I think it's his full name. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. He's a leather worker here on Twitch. First pairs were a gift to an author I was dating. That's awesome.
Spoon!
Rose! Happy Tuesday. Odin, Lockwood Leather, Rhinus, and Sadie, all leather workers. Nice. Yeah, I'm slowly but surely learning my way around here. I've had the opportunity to meet some amazing folks of all different kinds of, you know, pursuits, I suppose, creative pursuits, digital and traditional. leather workers, goldsmiths, other sculptors. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Really enjoying Twitch. Well, I'm enjoying the people side of Twitch. Twitch itself is a little frustrating, but I suppose you'll have that with any platform. I have my share of frustrations with YouTube as well, so. Kind of sad that I don't get to watch some of them anymore due to time of stream. Because it's too late for you, Rose? Yeah, because some of them are, like I know Odin's in the US, right? US or Canada, somewhere in that ballpark. More aligned with my time zone, I suppose. Because I know Odin streams late. He goes into the late nights for me most days. Dragon Skullin, what's up, man? Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. Hey, did you win yourself a copy of Warhammer Space Marines 2 yet? I really want to win a copy, but also it's very difficult for me to get in there and enter and and be present. You know, I can typically be there for the first drawing, and I'm like, watch, I'm gonna get drawn when I have to leave. Oh well. Oh well. I'm enjoying the new Zelda game right now anyways, so I wasn't sure when I saw that game advertised, like, what? You play a Zelda? But yeah, I'm really digging it. That's pretty cool. And now I kind of want to play the Silent Hill 2 remake. But I don't know when I'll find time for that, so. But I hear good things. And that makes me happy because I've always kind of been rooting for Team Bloober, man, the studio that did the remake. Historically, they haven't fared well critically with their game releases, but I've always enjoyed them. I think the one game was called The Medium. I enjoyed that game, and then the Layers of Fear series. Really enjoy those. So it's cool to see. Not only are they getting kudos for a game they made, but it's a remake of a beloved classic, and that's no small task, you know. Especially the way things are today. Everybody's so quick to just dismiss games entirely. I would hate to be a developer, that's for sure. There's a Tandy Leather near you. They should have classes. Some are even free. If I weren't working there, I'd be taking them. I have never heard of Tandy Leather, but once I finish this up, remind me. If I don't remember, I'd like to look that up and find out. I imagine if there is one near me, it's probably at least 50 miles away, but we shall see. We'll go over that with white once again. I was wearing the gloves that I had yesterday recycled, and they were inside out and super slippery. My stupid brush slipped. I got orange paint up in there.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Fire Shadow, what's up, man? Happy Tuesday. I got myself some Timmy's this morning while I was out running errands. Some Tim Hortons. Been a good long while since I have. That was a nice little treat. Got myself a breakfast croissant with sausage, egg, and cheese. How much? Sitting down to eat some breakfast lunch? Nice. I forgot to buy some flumps. That name cracks me up. That reminds me too. I need to order some of those Jaffa cakes and give them a try. You guys, you all have me intrigued with your English snacks. I remember now while I'm eating food. All right, a few touch-ups on that. We got to come back to this guy for a second coat. And a little bit on that one as well. But not a terrible process. Certainly not as bad as the bottom line. All right, so let's see. That place was called Tandy Leather. I'm going to look that up while we wait a second for that to dry. Tandy Leather. Yep. Okay, so they do have some around here. The closest one is 55 miles away. That's what I figured. Yep. There's a Tandy Leather shop 7 miles from me. Nice, dude. Get you some leather classes. That'd be fun. Yeah, it's a trip. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. We got a decent selection of things within proximity, but a lot of things we need to go to one of two various cities in our state. And I presumed it would be in like the mall areas or something. Like there's a couple shopping complex type areas. And sure enough, there it is. Would definitely be cool, you know, next time I'm down that way to keep an eye out and go in and have a look. Probably not much of an option for classes, but it's still pretty cool. That's cool that they do that. Basically, I'm trying to cover that pencil line at this point, and it's becoming the bane of my existence here. All right, let me turn my fan on. It's getting warm. Those lights, man, after a while, it's just, even though they're LED panels, it still gets warm. I took one leather class there many years ago. It was fun. Wasn't very good at it. Need a ton of special tools too. And with the leather projects can get pretty expensive. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those hobbies where materials can get pricey too. Which, you know, that is what it is. I think if anything, it makes it difficult to practice. Because obviously, when you're working with expensive materials, you don't want to waste or anything like that. But I'm sure that there's probably a way to get like some cheaper materials to practice on, right? Maybe some like artificial leather just to practice, maybe? I don't know. One opened last year a mile from my place. Else I had to head to New Jersey, which is only about 20 miles, but that's usually well over an hour. Oh, yeah. 20 miles taking an hour. Yep. Good old traffic and such. Yeah, the one that's about 50 miles from here, that would be about an hour, hour and 15, depending on traffic. One can literally start with 2 needles, thread, a utility knife, leather, and a hole punch, a dice bag, a card holder, even a wallet. Yeah, I was watching Odin make a wallet, man. That was crazy. I never, you know, I guess I never really put much thought into it. On like how a wallet is made. Wow, what a process that is. Good ideas. If I decide to get into it, I'll take your advice and stay small, start smaller. Yeah. Working on a leather face hugger mask. What? Kennedy, do you stream any leather work or? Odin makes really nice stuff. Yeah, yeah, I really enjoy his streams when I can make it in there. My problem is my evenings are my game time most of the time, if I'm into a game at that point, which thankfully right now I got myself out of a slump and I'm enjoying playing some video games for a change. But I do a lot of lurking at night and in the mornings because my mornings are when I'm getting everything done. But I love supporting streams and hanging out in chat, but it's also important that we keep some things that we enjoy, you know, just some me time. And Kennedy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I know this is super repetitive and not very exciting. I appreciate you guys enduring with me and hanging out. We'll do some more visibly like appealing things here after we get these lines done. Specifically, we're going to be working on filling in my maker's mark on the back of these. Gotta go over those with red paint. A little bit of a wide mix of music today. This is the Spooky Sculpts playlist I put together. What type of gaming? I play a variety. Lately I've been into more like just chill stuff. Although of course Menchie and I are playing through Evil West gradually right now. Enjoying that. That's a fun game. And on my own, she bought Final Fantasy 16 on PC, and with Family Share, I decided I'd give it a go. It's cool, but man, does it drag on. It drags on and on and on. And I like the combat and stuff, but I think it's kind of lost me at this point. I got about halfway through and found out I was only halfway through, and it just killed all motivation. It's a very long-winded game. But right now I just started over the weekend. I bought the new Zelda game. And I'm really, really enjoying it. In fact, I'm dying to play more because I wanted to play last night, but I streamed instead to get some more work done. Being a responsible adult and such. I love the Real Monsters and Burton stuff on your Instagram. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Sculpted 90s Nicktoons is a series we will return to eventually. We just did Oblina right before these guys. And it was a long time coming because I did Ickis as one of like my second or third YouTube video 2 years ago. And then Crumb was completed before I took my break. So it was due time to get Oblina finished. And I think that when we return to the series, I'm going to be doing some Rocco's Modern Life characters. Also, my Nightmare Before Christmas diorama is one of my favorite projects to this day. I really enjoyed that. I was thinking about sculpting Jack in his normal Halloween suit this year, but I kind of changed my mind because, like, everybody has sculpted that, you know what I mean? And I don't want to sit here and retread the same old things. What?
It's time to take a short break. Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
Has it already been an hour? Well, it's that time apparently, folks. Atticus says so. We only do ad breaks once an hour. And that gives a nice little break to stretch and grab snacks and drinks and any of that good stuff. I'm going to get a stretch in, because it's always good to get up and stretch. And that will happen here in about a minute and a half. We'll put the break screen up. You guys don't miss anything. So I suspect Thursday we'll be doing resin, UV resin work on these boys, and then the felt on the bottom. And we'll also be doing the drawing for the giveaway. But just so everybody knows, first and foremost, entries were a thing that ran through September. So unfortunately, entries are closed on the giveaway. And then on the topic of those who have entries in, you don't have to be here. It would be cool if whoever wins is, of course, obviously, but it's not required. What is required, though, is that it's claimed within 72 hours. I'll send a message to the winner. They have 72 hours to get back to me, or we redraw. And I think that's more than fair. So looking forward to your drawing work. What do you mean, Captain Shires? Oh, did you? No, I meant the giveaway drawing. I have talked about possibly doing some drawing streams, like art drawing. I just don't know if I'm comfortable with it, because it's been so long and I'm rusty. But what I need to do is I need to stop being a bum and just sit down and draw in my own time and get that confidence built back up. You know what I mean? But the problem is that's easier said than done, because I'm either always working on something with this or the stream, or I don't want to work on anything and I just want to chill. Because those chill times are few and far between these days. It'll ease up in the wintertime, for sure. Right now it's house responsibilities and stream stuff and animals, of course, with our zoo. A little dip in there. I don't know that it matters. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I think we're fine. You got ideas? What you got ideas of, Rose? No worries, understandable. I've been in the same boat with my drawing. Yeah. I've done some sketching for, like, preemptive sketching for projects. In fact, we did a little bit of sketching on stream way back. I think it was during the candle, which was the first live stream sculpted project. My second creepy candle. Or this one more aptly, a grumpy candle. That's also a project we'll return to in the future. I really enjoy those, and as I've discussed, one of the things I would like to do with those candles is find a way to condense them down in size, which obviously would reduce the amount of clay required. And in doing so, material costs are cheaper. And I need to find an alternative for the stands, because those stands are not cheap. But I'd like to make some smaller scale little candle monster guys that you can put tea light candles in and be able to sell those. Because as it stands, like those full size ones that I've done, I'd have to sell those at a price that I wouldn't feel comfortable with. Just because I don't like money. Having it is nice, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel dirty asking like for a high price on something.
Welcome back.
Oh geez.
Let's get to it.
I did it again. I did it again. I'm sorry. You didn't miss anything. I'm literally sitting here doing the same thing over and over. Normally I stop working through breaks, but I'm a chatterbox lately and I just talk right through them. Chat, we got to make a button or something so you guys can yell at me. You ravens can swarm me and tell me to shut up and go to break. Let's see. Mia depends on whether I get set up to have a go at streaming. Oh. He did the thing. He did. He did the thing. Disappointed. So, Rose, you thinking about getting into streaming? Is that what I'm picking up here? I'm not here to tell anybody what they should and shouldn't do by any means, but I would certainly encourage it. You're very talented. And if you haven't seen some of the stuff Rose has worked on, you can see it in the art gallery in Discord. And then I'm sure Rose is happy to share pictures. But yeah, some really cool stuff. Possible? I'm 100% behind that endeavor. That pencil mark. It's so dark. I really like this song. I had forgotten all about it. And then it was actually, we watched Pet Sematary Bloodlines last week. And they had this at the start. And I was like, yep, that's going on the spooky playlist. Gotta do it. It's a Hugh. Hugh, are you still awake? I guess we did get that taken care of. Yes, are you? I did sleep. I did sleep a little bit. Oh man. We were missing out on the best viewers on something or other. Shame. Thank you, Siri. Siri doesn't talk back to me, apparently. Screw you then, Siri. Was thinking about it because it would give people a chance to see the mess of where do I put this bit of drawing, then this bit, draw this like this. Yeah. The sketching mayhem. Watch you watching murder or murdered pens happen in real time. Just woken up this morning when I saw you silent streaming. Yeah. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It definitely brings in some challenges, not being able to use the microphone on stream. But it was a fun time. It gives me a nice little opportunity to just chill, and I can chat with you guys from time to time and focus on getting some work done, and it was a nice little opportunity to get things ready for today. So and you know, I can partake in herbal remedies and such and not have to worry about being able to talk. This well, this one's about to die and it's dead. Yep. Rip the markers. That was a close drop. Oh, just missed it. I haven't done this in a while. Let me join. So sausage costume, or should we change to the banana or Friday the 13th? What do we think? Any votes? While we're taking a little rest. Drawing and then I gotta remember Captain Shires brought up a great idea. Make a sheep costume. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Friday the 13th. Drawing spaces always should look like organized chaos. If you don't make it that way intentionally, it'll get that way without much effort. That's for sure. All right. Mask is on. I even made it like move a little bit when I talk. That's perfect. Good job, me. Good job. All right, next step. We still need to look at these lines a little bit. I hate to say it, but that needs some coverage yet. And we need to touch up the one area on the white where my brush slipped because my gloves are slippery. These freaking pencil lines are going to do me in, man. I'm telling you. This was not supposed to do this. Never find anything if I do, plus my wall looks like something out of a detective's office with reference doodles. You got like red yarn from pen to pen, Captain Shires? Is it looking like Shadows of Doubt? I really want them to add VR support for that game. That would be so much fun in VR. I've never played a pixel game that's so freaking immersive in my life. I've been banned from Yarn. Oh no. Why have you been banned from Yarn? Were you rolling it around on the floor and making a mess like a cat? Were you doing that, Captain Shires? I mean, no judgment. I totally understand if you were. Be fair, I got a temp ban from buying fabric in a sewing shop in town. You trying to buy out all their product, and they said that's enough for you? Oh, by the way, remember the Jerboa situation? I wanted to get a display case, and then I finally got one. And then I got home, and it was not only broke, but even if it wasn't broke, it was a vastly overpriced piece of garbage that I returned. And I think I mentioned over here I've got like a caddy corner bookshelf. And I've got a few of my sculpts like the candles and my mandrake and my piranha plant and my korok. And then it's got like my secondary dock for my Switch, my Xbox, my VR headset, cable modem, router, all that stuff, you know. But I want to get rid of that. It's a corner because it's caddy corner. And my desk is right here. And I thought it would be super nice to have like a display case of some kind. And I found one. It's not cheap, but it's lit. It's glass cased. Like it's got glass doors on it, so it's enclosed. And I sent it to Menchie as an idea for my upcoming birthday or Christmas. Otherwise, I'm going to get it for myself. So eventually, I'm going to have a nice display case here that's going to be closed and lit to display some of my favorite pieces. And in addition to that, I may put that bookshelf right here. So you would technically be able to see some of the shelf right there. It's an idea, but I definitely want that case. I bought all the bolt of fabric with the bats on it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Supply, demand, finders, keepers. You were there first and paid money for it, so what's the problem? I kept losing myself in my art space to find my way back to my desk. Apparently, yarn is expensive. Breadcrumb trail. Oh boy. You guys follow 9.5? It blows my mind. She's got that whole wall behind her, and it's nothing but like cubes of yarn. That's crazy. It's so much yarn. Okay. White. This guy. And there's a spot back here. Wonder how many cats stare into the window and think it's almost heaven. Boy, if they got into that collection, it'd be a mess. That's the one thing I dread. You know, I love cats. We do not have a cat. I had one awesome cat years ago, and my ex insisted on taking him when we divorced, and then left him at her parents' house because um. But he was awesome, man. That cat was so freaking cool, and I've had a couple cats since temporarily. Just didn't work out. I tried to be, my friend had one, tried to rehome it. It just wasn't working out. But I worry it's not going to happen anytime soon. We still have the two dogs, and I said not as long as we have the dogs. But it makes me worry about my space. I don't want some cat climbing all over my things. I think that's just a bad texture back there. Somehow that didn't get smoothed out in sanding, but what are you going to do, you know? I had to delete my Fallout 4 game save. Why? Was it corrupted or? You're playing on PC, right, Fire Shadow? Because I know Fallout 4, when they updated it to the next gen update, it was pretty crap. Caused a lot of problems, and they still haven't fixed them. Now, Rose, it's your fault. Now, when I hear this song, I think, Andy, are you okay? I hear Fallout. You a Fallout fan, Captain Shires? Benji and I were just until last month we were playing Fallout 76 on the regular, and then we just kind of ran out of stuff to do. And the Blue Ridge Caravan update's been a disappointment. Love Fallout? Yeah, I love that universe, and I can't wait for season 2 of the series. I still very much want to sculpt a Mr. Handy. Maybe when we're approaching season 2 of the series, we'll take that on. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and start on our maker's marks on the back. Great, now I can't unhear Andy. Are you okay? I had to install the radio beacon onto Ada, and it would only let me modify her legs. Oh, man. So all of your progress is lost, is what you're saying. Would it not, like, fix it if you reloaded? Love the art. If you ever get a chance, pick up the art of Fallout 4 book. If even half the concepts went from drawing desks to the game Fallout, it would be amazing. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was cut out of Fallout 4. Like, there was an entire underwater vault at one point, and the framework is still, like, there, if I'm not mistaken. You're welcome. Tried reloading, even closed the game completely out, and restarted the PC. That sucks, man. Is that the lyrics, Hugh? I never knew. I never knew. I've always been trying to figure it out. Okay, before we get into any more painting, I'm gonna get a nicotine and drink break here. I was around level 40. Dude, that sucks. So much content was cut, you probably wouldn't be able to see the cutting room floor. Yeah, you could probably make a whole additional game. There's a lot of stuff on the planning room floor that never made it to final release. There was water creatures at one point that they were working on. It sucks that it's probably going to be a good long while before we get another proper Fallout game. Although there's rumor and suggestion that it's starting to look more and more like Obsidian might be taking another crack at a Fallout game. Because Avowed is coming out soon. And there's been some other stuff that's kind of suggested that might be a possibility. So I'm not going to get my hopes up, but that would be super cool. I also want to see Fallout. I want to see a Fallout game with the graphical fidelity of Starfield, you know? Missed opportunity for submersible power armor. Dude. Well, I mean, technically you can, right? At least in, maybe, I don't know. Maybe not in 4, but in 76, your power armor lets you breathe underwater. You just like walk on the bottom slowly. You can walk in the ocean in Fallout 4 in power armor. Yeah, I guess I never really tried. I don't, at least not that I can recall. I have a few times had the breathing underwater perk when I did it. Oh. If I are there giant spiders in Fallout 4? I feel like there are, if I remember right. And I feel like that's something we haven't seen much of in the franchise. No spiders? There was rad scorpions. Yeah, see, rad scorpions are in like everything though. Maybe. Hmm. For some reason, I was thinking there was one particular like sewer or a cave that you went in. It's been a little while since I played Fallout 4. I keep intending to mod the shit out of my VR version and jump in VR sometime, but a little bit easier said than done when it takes the amount of time it does to do that. Modding is no quick process, that's for sure. Giant ants and crickets. Maybe that's it. You had more variant of Deathclaws. Yeah, you did. You definitely did on that. Freaky Deek, what's up, man? I really need to get that auto shout out done for you too. That way Atticus is on it when you come in. Auto what? Yeah. I can set it up to where like the bot does the shout out. But yeah, folks, if you were not following Freaky Deek, linked in the chat there, another sculptor and streamer here on Twitch. Highly recommend dropping a follow and checking out his work. Phenomenal work. And as I always say, you won't be disappointed. And welcome in, man. Happy Tuesday. We're down to all of the hyper focus small stuff. Yay. The idea was to have these external and then paint them and then apply them. But I thought, we'll just put it in as part of the sculpt with some liquid Sculpey. In the future, I've got some that I can just press in as we're sculpting. But I do like the little idea here. And then we'll hit this with UV resin once it's done. Struggling with the silicone mold of the chest. Curing process takes a lot of time. Oh man, yeah, because you're doing the right now. Freaky Deek's messing around with some monster clay and doing some molding. Making a xenomorph, if I remember right, correct? I don't like that line on the top. Let's fix that. Yeah, the xenomorph, that's awesome. Yeah, because that's right. Because when I was in there over the weekend, you were working on the chest. And previously, you were working on the top portion with the head. We'll get the red on here, then we'll go over the letters again. I went down right into the crevices previously with the black and the white and the F and the M. But yeah, we'll do this as a little bit of a process. We'll get our base red in place here, and then we'll go over our lettering and then do any touch-ups if need be. Have I mentioned that I miss polymer clay? Yeah, I don't know, man. It'd be a big change for sure. For one, not even having the option for save points. I love my save points. And folks, if you have never used polymer clay and if you're new to the stream, you can bake polymer clay multiple times. So, you know, typically I'll get to a point and then we'll bake the project. That way it can't be messed up. And then continue sculpting and bake again. Always nice to be able to have a save point. Because we don't get an undo button, you know? Logo, do you have a stamp for it? Freaky Deek, nope, it's just all made by hand. I have a little circle cutter and I cut the pieces out. And then I just do the rest with a ball stylus and my little edge tool. And Gandhi, welcome in, man. Eyes are glued to this thing at the moment, but give me just a second. How's everyone doing? Doing great, dude. Doing great. How are you? Happy Tuesday. And folks, there's another shout out in the chat. Gundy PT there. Drop a follow, show some love. Gundy's another sculptor and streamer. Been working on Princess Zelda lately. And it's coming along nicely last I saw. And Gundy, I picked up the new Zelda game. Oh. I picked up the new Zelda game. I've been playing it and really enjoying it. It's a fun time. I think my only critique is the open world gets really framey, but that's the Switch for you, right? Also miss the save points. Baking is caring. Yeah. That's what I tell myself every time I hit my bowl. I mean, what? Last weekend I started a new project, a horse for the first time. Oh, that will be interesting. Horses are intimidating as hell. All that muscle. All that muscle definition and I would say just the general form is quite interesting. Who said horse? Polymer clay can be fun. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I enjoy it. Got my follow? There you go. Didn't know you've seen it? Oh, of course, Gundy. Of course. I'm everywhere, sir. I lurk. I talk when I can, but most of the time I'm lurking and working. And I saw your Zelda or your Link sculpt off to the side of that. I think it was. That one's awesome too. I have not done Link or Zelda as of yet, but I do have my Korok, of course. That was a fun little project. Mostly just for fun. It's nothing crazy, although I will say there was a lot that went into making the rocket that he's attached to. If you played Tears of the Kingdom, I was inspired by all of the people strapping Koroks to rockets, and I said, I want that. And I made it. So I had a lot of fun making the rocket. The Korok's pretty simple. They're like a little jelly bean with little appendages off of them, right? But the rocket was a very complex process that I've thoroughly enjoyed. Even though it was kind of stressful and a little bit demanding. But that and the backpack, I love doing all the little trinkets and stuff. I think I think I heard CNOT talking about the same thing. He loves like characters that have like all kinds of little accessories. That's fun, man. I totally get that. Lots of research too. Dragon Skull, I bet. Yeah, a lot of reference photos to refer to, I assume. There's a professional sculptor, has a studio, and they do metal casting with the sculpts and such. Winterburn, I think his name. Winterburn from UK. Phenomenal work. But yeah, he was talking about the one large horse that they're working on and how it's been a very demanding project. And I can only imagine. And they've got a person now amongst them that's super familiar with horses, that has worked with horses for years and years, and she's been like a tremendous help in that regard. I'll let that brush soak for a few. It's kind of got some dried up paint in there. Horses look gorgeous, but they're built so bloody weird. Yeah. Yeah. They're intimidating as hell, man. Horses make me nervous. Thanks so much for the shout out and thanks for the follow. Absolutely, Gundy. Absolutely. Anytime, man. Can confirm. They're also an arst draw. I bet. Yeah. Could you imagine trying to make like a horse to the extent like they have in Red Dead? That'd be a task. It's like all you see is muscles, right? I'll post a work in progress on Discord, but there's still a lot to do. All right, yeah, by all means. Not intimidating. I have arguments with the stallion regularly. No, they're so big, man. And those teeth. And then like the fact that if they bite down, they can't let go, you know, until they like bite all the way down. That's scary. What is the deal with this brush? It's the first time I've used it. All the other brushes have been great. This one's weird. Huh. It's like it's almost like it's coated in the wax and it's not come off. Started because of Red Dead 2. I did Arthur Morgan. Yes, I've seen that. That was brilliant. Now I want to do the horse. One of the few things that I have to have multiple references. Yeah, I can only imagine. That's something that it's just, that's nothing I would try to sculpt anytime soon. It just intimidates me. But you guys know, the jerboa that we sculpted over the summer, biggest project I've done, and first time I ever sculpted any kind of animal. So I'm gonna have to get into some canine sculpts, particularly a wolf. And I'm sure that I'll be obliged to do a fox at some point. You know, Corpse? And there he is. Oh, I love it. That was perfect. I looked up and there you are. Was waiting for that. Oh man, the big ones are predictable. It's the smaller ones you never hear them coming until it's too late. Clever girl, eh? Such a tiny little space. You know, I'm a mediocre painter at best, but I'm precise. God damn it. And with my shaky ass hands, I'll take that accomplishment any day. Making a coffee? Hey, no worries, man. Do what you gotta do. It's good to see you, Corpse. Happy Tuesday. Probably gonna be a little bit shorter stream today. We might hit this thing with a couple coats of varnish after we're done with all of this portion. Yeah, I was thinking at least hitting it with a one, but you know, we can get a coat on there and let it sit a bit. Do the gloss varnish in the mouth, and then hit it with a second run. Plus, we're working on 3 of them, so it'll have time to dry in between. Okay. That's a good... there's still a spot right there I'm not happy with. That's gonna have to do before I make a mess. Now I want coffee. I had my coffee and then I had some orange juice and now I just have a shaker of my titty milk. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about because Gamer Subs. If you've never heard of it, it's a drink mix that I rather enjoy. It's a decaf though. You got a decaf? Yeah, I get a caffeinated drink mix through them, and I also get caffeine free. Just adds flavor and it's some vitamins and stuff, you know. I think. Yeah, here, check this out. They got a big like anime girl theme going. Like, it is what it is. I'm not particularly an anime type person myself, but these drinks are good, and they've got new stuff now like tea. They even have like a ramen soup. What the hell is a pixel cup? Oh, those are sweet, dude. Those are awesome. I want it. Free digital backgrounds. Each pixel cup drop, there will be a free digital ass. Oh, ew. I know what you're saying right there. Just say NFT. Just say it. This is the people that sell the titty milk. It is, yeah. Yeah, keto friendly. There's zero sugar. It's the caffeine's natural caffeine, just out of its coffee extract. Where's the? What am I doing? Gamer subs energy. Ooh, what the hell is this? That's a sweet looking bottle, man. Sploosh. Perfect mix of sweet, juicy mango and creamy coconut. I mean, I would try it. I would try it. Anime girl. They say no more than 3 servings per day. I have drank more than that and was fine. Yeah, I stick to maybe 2 shakers on the caffeinated. I try not to go any more than that. Mango. Anime girl thigh is a flavor. Blowhole blast. A very suggestive artwork in some of these, but wait till you see the titty milk. It's not what you expect, I promise you. There you go. So weird, dude, but it's such a good flavor. Yeah, blue raspberry and cream. What the heck? Hey, anime fans will go nuts for that stuff. There's probably bathwater flavor somewhere. They're doing well. They really, really are. And I'm glad to see it. You know, it's nice to have. And one of these things lasts me at least a month. And for $40, you if you compare that to like buying a case of Monster, for instance, you know, a much more affordable and reasonable in that regard. And it's better for you. And like I said, there's no sugar, keto friendly, all that good stuff. And then they've got one that I get the non-caffeinated, the just melon. Oh my god, dude. Wait, they changed the bottle? Oh, there's a limited edition 1 in 10 chance.
It's time to take a short break. Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
Jesus. Yeah, 1 in 10 chance to get that one. They also have energy bars. Or did they get rid of those because they're gross? I think they got rid of those. They were made out of crickets, dude. Nope. Pass. They sent me one for free. I wouldn't eat it because I'm not eating crickets, dude. Not eating crickets. But yeah, gamersupps.gg if anybody's interested. I'm not affiliated with them. It's just a product that I use and enjoy, and there it is. Not the crickets. Yeah, I ain't eating bugs. I'm not eating bugs, dude. Considering they've been advertising like that for about 2 years. Wait, what did I miss prior to that? Love their dragon fruit punch. Yeah, they got some really good flavors, man. They really do. And they don't taste chalky. It mixes smooth. They have one that's a sleep assist that you drink like 30 minutes before you go to bed. I have some, but I haven't tried it quite yet. I need to. Cheesy milk. What I could have called that one. Just tentacles missing? Yeah, pretty much. Probably in the After Dark section. You should see some of the shaker cups they have, man. They have anime girl shaker cups. Holy crap. But I've seen comments from people like, these cups are awesome, but can you guys please like make one that's not this so I can have them in my house amongst my wife and children? Can tell I'm a non-lewd type anime fan. Jumping high in protein. Eesh. Yeah, I'll pass, man. I'm not eating bugs. And you know what? I've had to raise crickets for a short time before we switched to roaches for the bearded dragon. Crickets are disgusting. They stink. They are nasty. Ew. I could not wait to be done with them. But yeah, folks, it is about that time. We are approaching the hour mark, and or the 2-hour mark for that matter. We do have an ad starting here in just a moment. We'll take a 3-minute ad break. It's a great opportunity to stand, stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack, all that good stuff. And it's always good to stand up and take a stretch. You know, don't be sitting all day. This is as much for me as anyone. It's not good. It's not good. So make sure you get up and stretch. And then we'll be back to some more painting and getting these guys ready for resin on Thursday. And just a reminder, giveaway on Thursday. We're doing the drawing. It's going to happen on Thursday. I'll be posting in the Discord as well. You do not have to be present if you have an entry in to win, but you do have 72 hours after the drawing to claim if you are a winner. So just be aware of that. Keep an eye out. And if you can make it, that'd be awesome. It's always great to have the winner present, right? And you'll get to choose which one you want. So anyway, there's the ads, guys. I will put the break screen up. I will see you guys in just a few. Thanks so much for being here. I regret nothing. I will go back to my art desk and remain quiet. I might need to try that sleep one. Yeah, you know why we're on break here, Rose? Let me pull that up. I want to give that a try. I need to try it this week. Let's see. Yeah, it's called Gamers Subs. Yeah, it's called AFK, the AFK line. There's like 3 flavors. I got the raspberry sherbet because that sounds good. There's also a grape and a new one, blueberry lemon cake. And magnesium apigenin, non-habit forming, 0 sugar, of course, melatonin free. I'll post a link. Now, Gamer Subs, I'm just sitting here, you know, shouting out your product because I believe in it. If you want to sponsor me, I'm just saying, I'll accept free Gamer Subs and merch. You don't even have to send me money. Look, see? Can it make one's brain shut up within less than an hour? It's supposed to be a 30-minute type deal, I think. You drink it 30 minutes before bed. Within 5 minutes, you drink the whole thing. And the melon, oh my God. Whether you get caffeinated or not, that melon, dude, I'm telling you, I know Japan's on board with melon flavored beverages. Maybe other places are too, but here in the US, it's not so much a thing, and it needs to be. Melon drinks are amazing. I love them.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We'll stop gushing over products that aren't paying me and get back to work. Although I think I could very easily sign up there for affiliate and get a discount code for everybody. I don't know. I'll look into it. Maybe I can. I think affiliate links are open to anybody that wants one. But there's like a thing where if you're of a certain size, I'm sure they like collab, like Papa Meat Canyon. He's got raw meat, a flavor, and his own shaker cup and stuff like that. Habby147. He's a VR gaming YouTuber, not just VR, but a lot of VR focused content, and he's got a discount code that I routinely use. Pew, 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 pew. I agree, 100%. Guitar tabs. I always like this song. Is this band still around? Probably not, huh? Yeah, for that one section of the song. Monster Mash? Monster Mash by the Misfits. Anybody doing anything fun for the Halloween season? Any haunted houses or anything? I you would think I would love haunted houses, but I've never really been too big on haunted houses because number one, I just don't scare easy, and jump scares just annoy me. And like the fact that I'm in line waiting to go into this place and paying money, like I already know what's up, right? I need a haunted house where I get taken into it unwittingly. That sounds like the best haunted house and ripe for lawsuits, but still awesome. So, I don't know. Is that a thing? Surprise haunted house? Are we? Oh, Jesus Christ. I hit the button, but it didn't switch. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. You didn't miss anything. We're just sitting here going over. I need to start double checking that because sometimes that button doesn't. That's the problem with touchscreen. My physical Stream Deck over on my desk isn't an issue, but the touchscreen one sometimes is. Sorry about that, guys. Is that just light? Nope. Nope. There's a spot right there. I might have to get that with the red. Am I sure that's just not the light? No, that is definitely not the light. Let's fix this. Yay, someone else who gets annoyed by jump scares. Yeah, it's lazy. It's lazy. That's my biggest problem with a lot of modern horror films. They just rest on the same lazy tropes over and over. Like one of the more recent Halloween movies, I kid you not, it literally had back-to-back jump scares and I started laughing in the theater. Like, are you serious right now? I prefer horror, man, it just takes its time and it builds that tension and eerie feeling and it gets under your skin and just sits there. You know what I mean? That's the good stuff. What am I doing? I just loaded this back up with black paint. Remember as a kid, it kind of became a thing but died out quickly because of the safety concerns. Now it's non-existent. That sucks, you. I'm sorry, man. People ruin everything. They try here every single year. It's always something like they're putting drugs in the candy. Like, who's putting drugs in candy? Because that's expensive. Hey, I'm about to do it again. What is my deal today? Yeah, like they're always unfounded claims, just like trying to scare people. But yeah, it's a shame. The last week of October off, I want to do something, not sure what. I can't really talk about it without doxing my location, but there is a place that we've been through it before and toured the place, but I think we might have to go again. Seems like the perfect time of year because we went late spring the last time. No. We went January, February, somewhere in that ballpark, and it was super cold. So we kind of rushed our way through. And I would very much like to go back. But yeah, place of historical significance. Supposedly haunted. No, not Lake Placid. You can figure out when the jump scares are going to happen. Yeah, you can literally call them like, oh, gee, I can't imagine what they're planning to do next. Yeah. I'm with you, Rose. I don't mind a jump scare here and there. If it's earned, great. You know, fine. That's fine. But too often It's just a crutch that they lean on far too often, I think. I put drugs into candy, but then I'd be asking for at least $79.99 in return, right? Like people talking about, oh, watch your kids are putting marijuana gummies in trick or treat. Bro, have you seen how much marijuana gummies are? Ain't nobody putting those in kids' Halloween candy for free. And if they are, where are they at? I want to go. We had clowns one year trying to scare the shit out of people because of all the hype of the It film. Oh, yeah, yeah. So actual clowns or... just dressing up like clowns and scare the shit out of people on the streets. It didn't exactly go well. Yeah, there was some stuff like that going on here in the US at one point years ago. What is going on with this brush? I think we got a dud brush in the bunch. This brush kind of blows. Go sit back in your jar and think about what you've done. The good news is this brush is working much better. All right, we'll go over those edges then once that dries a bit. Really, it's a real lake in upstate New York? Yeah, yep. I like to go there. The area looks nice. You gotta watch out for the big gators there. I think it's what it was, wasn't it? That Lake Placid movie? I don't know. That movie came out a long time ago. What's a good horror movie that Minchie and I should watch, like old school? Trying to think of some. My problem is I don't like gore. I can tolerate an extent, but like I love the Saw movies for their overarching story, right? With Jigsaw and all of that, that's very interesting stuff. But getting through all the rest, oh God, they just overdo it, man. I don't know. I guess My big problem is when I see something like that, I feel it. And it's not fun. I think it was like the second or third Saw movie. The very opening sequence, I had to leave the room. Dude was got like his skin was getting ripped off piece by piece. Hell no. That's nah. Nope. But the weird thing is like video game gore doesn't bother me. I don't know. It's strange. Like obviously I know they're both equally is not real. It's just whatever reason on film it gets to me. Just spray them with Gatorade. Sewing some location finders into my surcoat, aka my group banner. Nice. That's a smart idea. Like some air tags or something. You can kind of see it. It's kind of a glare. But yeah, the red moon with the black F and the white M. And then we'll put UV resin over that. I can't watch Saw in the cinema. I can watch it on TV fine, but when I see it in the cinema, I get the sweats and faint. It just grosses me out, dude. Like I can't handle some of that stuff. I love the movies, but some of those scenes are just too much. And there was that other one with the heroin addict in the pit with needles. Man, no. No. I don't need to see that. And needles don't even bother me. Like, I can get my blood drawn just fine and watch him do it the whole time. No impact whatsoever. But like that scene, nah. Nope. I'm good. Film feels more real. It's more the stress and intensity in horror games that get me. Yeah. Some of them. I know what you mean. It's a little bit too much. Just makes me on edge. Like not in a good way. I know what you mean. Looking at you, Alien Isolation? Yeah, nah. That game, it's great. It's a great game, but nah. That shit stresses me out. Yeah, the stuff where you're helpless, dude, I don't like that. I don't like those. Lines on that's on the banner for my group. Wait, I missed something there. I'm sewing some location in my surcoat. The lines that's on the banner for my. Oh, nice. Cutting off their arms for me. Recently played Still Wakes the Deep. That gave me chills. I want to play that. It's on Game Pass, if I recall. Anybody play Phasmophobia? I really enjoy that game. Although I will say, it's nothing on like flat screen compared to VR. That game in VR is it's fucking terrifying. I was playing with a group of randos at one point. There was 4 of us in the group. We're all crowded in this little bedroom, and I was standing in the corner, and the stupid ghost appeared right beside me, whispering in my ear, man. Nah, that was. I love that game, but it is intense in VR. All right, is this softer? Good. As soon as I get for flu jab or blood drawn, it's always lefty not looking. Yeah. Yeah, it's just never bothered me. One night, our domestic worker knocked at our door at 2 a.m. She had been stabbed 38 times and managed to crawl to our house. I don't need to watch horror. Dude, what the hell? I'll do Stranger Things. Dude, I love me some Stranger Things. Like everything about it. Just the monsters, the world, the setting, you know, the 80s aesthetic. I freaking love it. And I can't. When are we getting season 5? Jesus. These kids are going to be 30 years old before we get season 5. What game was it? Phasmophobia. I thought about doing a little bit of gaming for the season at some point and maybe playing a little bit of Phasmo. Not in VR. I'm not going to try to set that all up to stream, but a little bit extra work to get VR running smoothly on a stream. And I'm looking for an excuse anyway to test. Normally, if I was doing a gaming stream, I would fire up the other PC and run dual PCs for streaming, where the other PC, the PC that I use to stream right now would just be playing the game. The other PC would be running the stream. But I very much want to test, because I got a 4070 Ti Super in this now, right? And I very much want to test gaming and streaming on this one machine and see how it holds up. What was I doing? Oh, yes, we need to do the eyeballs. Not had the chance to have a go at that game yet. It's a lot of fun, Rose. It's spooky though. It is spooky. Like I said though, when you're playing flat screen, I feel like after a little bit of time, you kind of see, you get into the routine, you learn the mechanics a bit. It gets a little less surprising and a little less scary. But put on a VR headset, and it's always terrifying. Is this the shitty brush? We'll give it a go. Yeah, it's one of the games that I really wish I could get Menchie to play with me, but she won't. She doesn't like first-person games, and that game is locked in first-person perspective, so... She survived, by the way, and recovered perfectly. What? I mean, when you say somebody got stabbed 38 times, I just assumed the worst. I'm sorry for doing that, but that's insane, dude. People gonna people, though. That's why I stay home. We had I guess you would call him a serial killer in my area years back. They found people in his house, and then they found multiple bodies hidden around. But not a good Dexter kind of serial killer, you know? They never are they? They're always just... They're always just monsters, that's all. Like Scooby-Doo or Shaggy, I see a spook and I'm out of here. I've seen anybody have any, since we're in the subject of the spooky and in the season of spooky, anybody got any strange experiences that they've had in their life? I've had a few unexplainable things. Two of which happened in the same apartment years and years back. My ex and my ex-wife at the time, well, my wife at the time, now ex-wife, we had this apartment together. And there was one instance where there was a pair of scissors on the refrigerator, and we were both in the kitchen. I was on one side, over where the dining room table was. She was over by the sink, neither of which are close or even remotely close to the refrigerator. And a pair of scissors went flying across the room off the fridge. And I don't mean they dropped, like they flew across the room. Now, I'm generally one to try to dismiss these things with logical explanation. But to this day, there's no explanation to that. There was also an instance in that same apartment where cell phone went from one place to another, and neither of us were around to have moved it. Really, really strange. Not the kind of game you see videos of people running, still wearing the VR and hitting the wall at full speed. Oh yeah, without a doubt, I'm sure somebody has. It gets spooky. Because you're literally hunting ghosts. You have to go into various places, like various houses. There's an old high school. There's a insane asylum. There's a campground, a prison, and you have to figure out. You have to find paranormal activity, and then you have to figure out what kind of ghost or spirit or demon you're dealing with, and try to get out alive. It's pretty cool. And I think it's relatively inexpensive. And they've added a bunch of stuff. That's another reason why I want to play it, is because it's changed a lot since I played. They've added tons of new stuff. Oh, and the ghosts can hear you. The ghosts, well, you're supposed to have a microphone, but the ghost will actually listen. And you can like say things and it'll trigger it to respond back in some shape or form. Very cool game. Very cool. I know people who use scissors to talk to spirits. Oh. I don't know anything about that. Need to go eat? If I don't see you later, have a good rest of the stream. Hey, Dragon Skullin, it was great to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Get you some food. Do what you got to do, and we'll catch you later. Yeah, if you give it a chance. Captain Shires, if you've got Phasmo and you want to play sometime, maybe we'll have to do that. That'd be fun. Need to get Andy on board and do like a ghost hunt. That'd be great. What was I going to do? I think we're at varnish stage at this point. let's do the matte varnish. I'm going to get a couple things here to let us prop them up so they're not sitting on a surface that they're going to stick to. I tried selling a ghost a car once. Clearly didn't like my sales pitch. Yeah, they've got some, since Phasmo came out, there's some other ones, right, that have kind of come out as like, almost like Phasmophobia clones. There's one called Demonologist. And I think there's another one too, but I've never played those. Perfect. Not fluid medium. We don't want that. That's gloss. We don't want that yet. Ghost Exorcism Ink. Yeah, see, I haven't even heard of that one. Let me double check this again. Matte varnish. Okay, just making sure. We will start with you. You know what? This brush is a little bit stiff because this is the one I typically use for varnish. Let me wet it down. How is it 2:30 already? Speaking of Andy and video games, he's going to be doing his thing today, yeah? If not soon already, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to go raid Andy Mecca today. Not keen on it. I was loving the Ghostbusters proto gun from it, though. Ooh, there's a proto gun? That's awesome. Yeah, see, and that's the one thing in Phasmophobia, you're basically helpless, right? Let me turn this fan off for this process. Like, you can put down a crucifix to prevent the ghost from going into spooky aggro mode, but that's about it, and that's only a temporary thing, because once he attempts to and he gets blocked by the crucifix, there's only so many blocks that can happen before it breaks the crucifix. come back and do a proper coat on the front here. Once I can hold it steady. Internet's being mean? Oh, Andy's not having a stream today because his internet's being stupid or something. Is that? Oh, that blows. You know what? I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know his circumstance, but that just. I noticed last night. You guys know I don't ever drop frames. It just doesn't happen. And if I do, it's typically like on an oddball chance that maybe there's something wrong with my ISP. But more than likely, there's something going on with Twitch, right? Well, last night, I dropped a bunch of frames during the After Dark stream, right? And we've dropped some frames today. So, not to say it's the same thing, because obviously if it's his internet, he probably knows. But it also seems to me that there might be issues with Twitch. You know, and other news, water is wet. I know, but yeah, definitely something. Well, that stinks. I was looking forward to an Andy stream today. Maybe one day people will look forward to my streams too. I'm just kidding. Oh, listen here, Wobbles. Let's chill out a minute. Do I have something else? Yes, I do. And the reason why I'm setting them on things is it has a tendency to kind of run underneath. And I don't want it sticking to the mat and then pulling up. If it's a little bit less contact and it still sticks, it's less of a problem than if it's on a solid surface. We'll get a coat of this on front and back. So I'm doing the back, right? We'll finish this guy, get the back of him done. And then we'll do the front. And then I want to get a gloss varnish on the mouth regions and the teeth. And then we'll revisit the mouth on each of these, probably each of them, with some UV resin on Thursday. We'll do a little bit of drool detail maybe, see what we can get into. And then again, reminder, if you have been entered into the giveaway that we are running through the month of September, as far as entries are concerned, then we will be doing the drawing on stream on Thursday. So make sure you try to make it. You don't have to be here if you win, but it's always more fun when you are. Plus the winner gets to pick. Also, we need to name these guys for reasons. We need to name these guys. I feel like that one's like Steve. I don't know why. Anyone know Cody Shibby? That sounds super familiar. He would love these. Why does that sound so familiar? Alan? This one's Alan? We determined yesterday that this one's got scary teeth, this one has a scary soul, and this one's just scared. One sec, I'll find the video. I was thinking like Eeyore, except Eyeore for this one. So like Eeyore. Frederico von Cande. What, this one? Or which one? The reason why, let's see, can I pull this up real quick while we're waiting on these to get a good minute to dry? What did I even do with that? I should probably figure out where I saved that file. There it is. This is going to be going with the winning project. Probably the middle looks like a Fred. A Freddy. But this is going to go with the winner and anything in the future that leaves this place. And I thought it would be fun to have a name for each candy corn monster, so he has like a specific name. So yeah, and I'm gonna get these printed out, or well, one of these for the winner. Once we determine and I get all the information in, I'll sign it, and or I'll get it printed out, sign it. I'm taking it to a print service because my printer's just not great right now. I think new printer cartridges would fix it somewhat, but I want a little better quality, so I'll take it to a print service and have them laminate it as well. It's a 4x6, I believe, and a 4x6 size, somewhere in that ballpark. Did the posting in the meme channel would be gorgeous in a picture frame? Do you think I should send? Well, the problem is though, if I send it, well, I guess you could still frame a 4x6. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm silly. Ignore me. Because I don't want to have to fold it, you know. Holy shit, Dragon Skull. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Look at this. What? That's amazing. Can I do... Send it via Raven? Send it by Owl? Either one, man. I actually, my Red Dead roleplay character had a pet raven and a pet owl. His name was Lucius. Lucius Delacroix. I love that sculpt already. That's phenomenal, dude. That is phenomenal. They're getting me hooked to these animated emotes on Discord, and now I'm gonna have to pay them $2.99 a month just so I can use animated emotes, the bastards. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the memes? Oh, God. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Nice day today.
All right, back. Pause the music.
I think I might, was that Alan?
Alan! Al! Alan!
Yeah, I don't think you need me, you know. Yeah.
Alan! 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 Al! Alan! 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 Alan!
Oh, so that's not Alan. Steve, Steve.
Steve! 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 Steve!
It made me choke on my vape, man.
Okay, boys, plankton breakover. Pull your fish fingers out. Come on. We have some scuba divers approaching.
Good
now
lord.
You know the drill. Everyone into position.
How long
Okay.
is this?
2, 3, 4.
I have, but it's been a long time. It was like a clip on Instagram, I think. Have you guys seen the one?
Louder, boys, louder. Give me full cello. More cello, Roger. Use the gills. Brian, I love it. I love it. You're even scaring me. Andrew, are you chewing?
No.
Right, well, I hope you bought enough for everyone. Come on, spit it out. Okay, back into positions.
Why is this
and
so...
a 1 and a 2.
Oh, no, that's not Steve. That is.
Oh, that's max quality. Oh,
Alan,
boy.
Alan! Did someone just say my name? Hey! You say Alan?
Oh, my God. That's great. That is great. Let me see. We'll start the music so it's not dead air. Let me see if I can find this one. What was that? It's not a prairie dog. Was it? No, it was like a gopher. What are those things that you can have as pets? They're not prairie dogs. Are they prairie? Yeah, they're prairie dogs. Yeah, they're prairie dogs. Let's see if I can find... I won't spend forever looking for it, but if I can find it, oh my God, it's so funny. Number one, prairie dogs are just hilarious. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Let's go back to desktop. Yeah, here we go. This is the funniest freaking thing, dude. Oh, God. But yeah, I love these things, man. If Menchie would allow it, I would have one of these.
Puppy! Yay! Puppy!
They're so freaking cute.
Hi. Puppy! Puppy! Wow! Puppy!
Get one and change it for one of the rats, but don't tell her. I couldn't do that. I love her rats.
Puppy! Wow!
Yeah, these are great. They're so adorable. And they're very like loving animals too. But so are our rats. Rats are freaking awesome, man. And I'm really happy to see it seems like more and more people are coming to realize what awesome pets they make. Because they other than no bladder control, they're pretty awesome. And other than the bladder control issue, you can potty train them for a litter box. Like we have litter boxes in our rat cages, and they just do their number 2 business in there, you know. Now the boys are young yet. They kind of just poop wherever sometimes, but plus they're boys. That might have something to do with it. You know how boys are. They just kind of poop wherever. Now this is the flat. It's a matte finish on this varnish. We'll hit the whole thing with 2 coats of that, but I am going to do a gloss varnish on the teeth and the mouth on each of these. You know, another fun pet, you can actually house them with rats, which is interesting. We just recently found that out. Degus. If you've never seen a degu, D-E-G-U, degu. They're super cute, man. It's like a gerbil mixed with chinchilla. They actually get a little bit bigger than I thought they did because I've only ever seen them small. But very social animal. In fact, if a place is selling them and they're doing it right, you're not allowed to buy them unless you buy them as a pair. Because they are not solitary. They like to have a social environment. But super cute. You got like little kangaroo back legs. Here, just lurking, but hey, Dex, man, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just getting things moving right along today. Getting things shaped up and ready to finish up on Thursday.
It's time to take a short break.
Well-
Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
You see what happens when we're having fun? Atticus says that's enough. It's time to pay for Jeff Bezos' toilet paper for his 7 bathrooms. Freaking Jeff Bezos. In all reality, as I've said before, ad breaks are a bit irritating. It is what it is, though. And here's this little, wow, here's this little bit of info. It actually does help a little bit. It helps. It pays for at least a half a pound of clay each month. So there you go. You guys are helping me buy some more clay. Just with your time and your eyeballs. So thank you. Thank you for understanding. Okay. I'm gonna brush that little spot right there. And then we'll let that dry. And then after break, I am going to, while we're on break, I'll grab another one of these little cups. And then when we get back, we're going to do the gloss varnish on the teeth and the mouths. And I think that might be where we call it for today. And then between today and Thursday, I'll hit this with at least another coat or two of varnish. And then on Thursday, we'll be all set to go with resin for all of the eyeballs, some resin detail in the mouth of each of these. And again, we'll be doing the drawing on Thursday, and the winner gets to choose which one of these they want. Shipping is paid. They don't have to worry about it. And once I get the showcase video shot, I'll send this off on its whichever one off on its way to the winners to its new home. So, yeah. Oh, and then also, oh shit. Also on Thursday we need to put the felt on the bottom as a last step. That was a close call. I accidentally touched that. Okay. All right, we are in ads. I'm going to put the break screen up. Great time to grab a drink, grab a snack, stand up, stretch, all that good stuff. I'm going to stretch a bit. We get back, like I said, we'll put the gloss in there and any finishing details we need to do, and then we'll see if we can find somebody to raid. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'll put the break screen up, and I'll see you in just a couple. 30 seconds.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
All right, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. We are gonna be finishing things up for the day. One of these, I think there's a little bit of paint on that glass eye we need to clean up. We'll take a look at that. But yeah, gloss varnish, teeth and mouths. That way it's done, and I don't have to worry about it on Thursday before we do the resin. We'll just hit that with one coat. I'm gonna shake this up a little bit more just to make sure. And I need to find an appropriate brush. One of the old ones. Either I had another 20-minute nap or I need caffeine or both. Welcome back, Fire Shadow. Welcome back. You know what? I'll just use this guy. This is my... I need to get some more brushes like this because I really do. I really like these flat edge brushes. They're pretty nice for multi-purpose. I need to pick up some more. And I'm really liking these the golden maple brushes I got. I think I might have to get another variety because other than the wedge brush, they're all fine tip in that set. And I think I might go back and get a couple more of their various sets of different kinds of brushes. And maybe they have one like this. Shiny. I like it. Okay. Boy, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. My goodness, even more so than the matte. So far, I'm a pretty big fan of this Liquitex brand. Anybody else use Liquitex on anything? That's worked out pretty well. that off the brush there. I also like once you start putting the varnish on, it kind of brings a nice even blend to all of your washes. It's the best. Just kind of brings it all together. All right, Steve or Freddie or Alan. All right, hold on. Fred, Steve, Alan. Fred, Steve, and Alan. Using glow in the dark thread, because why not? Ooh, that sounds fun. The boys meant you ordered hammocks for them, and two pieces of the hammock set. She got two different sets, but yeah, the one, it's two pieces, and it's moon and stars that glow in the dark on it. And it's glow in the dark thread too, because it, like where the stars and the moon are, it's all stitched, you know. I'll let those brushes soak. And with that, ooh, tune right here. I'd play the clip of Jason Mewes dancing to this, but I don't think it's appropriate for stream, so probably should not, right? Let's see. I want some glow in the dark paint just to paint some letters in a tire or four. You can get glow in the dark paint at Walmart even. Just make sure it's waterproof. I'm back. Are those done? They look so good. Almost, Dragon. Almost. And thank you, dude. Yeah. So I just finished up a coat of matte varnish on the outside. And then we just did a gloss varnish on the teeth and the mouths inside and the gum line there. And then on Thursday, we're going to go in and do resin work around the glass eyes on each of these. And then this guy, the guy with the black eyes, they'll just be covered in resin, of course. And then I think we're going to take some resin and do a little bit of drool detail and whatnot in the mouths. And then, of course, felt on the bottom. I was thinking about putting them on a little base, a little round base, but it kind of looks like a butt plug, like when you put that on there. it's super weird looking. And also it just makes it bigger, which is a concern for shipping. I don't want to have to step up to a larger box just because of the base. So, and everybody in chat was just said, they just said put felt on it. That seems like a simple enough thing to do. So that's what we'll do. But yeah, originally I was going to do a round base and then partition it off like a peppermint pinwheel kind of pattern and do black and orange all the way around. But I think it would look good, but again, it looks a little sus when you put it on a stand. And again, it just makes it that much bigger. The shipping becomes a concern, so. But yeah, thanks, man. Thursday we'll finish these up. No stream for me tomorrow. I don't typically stream on Wednesdays. Occasionally I'll do a pop-up stream or a makeup stream on Wednesdays. But most of the time, no stream on Wednesdays, and especially tomorrow because I have to take our eldest rat to the vet for surgery. If you guys have been around, you know that we just had our other female rat through surgery for she had a mass tumor that was external and hanging off of her, and it was just getting to the point where she was trying to carry it around and like making it look real gnarly and gross. So we got that removed, and then our eldest rat, she has one too, but it's internal. So we prioritized the other, of course. And tomorrow I got to take her bright and early in the morning to the vet, and then sit in a parking lot somewhere and wait for them to be done because it's like a 40-minute drive to the vet. And I don't want to drive there and drive back and then drive back again. So I'll probably be hanging out in my car watching streams. Probably CNOT stream. Because it'll be in that time bracket. So. But then Thursday, like I said, we'll be streaming. We'll be finishing these guys up. We'll do the giveaway drawing live on stream. And then these guys will be complete. We'll move into, or I'll move into showcase mode. Get the showcase video done for these. Get the winner their candy corn shipped. And we'll be starting a pumpkin monster. And that should be a lot of fun. We're not going cute with the pumpkin monster, okay? Maybe a little bit cute in a creepy kind of way, but I hope they're okay and get better soon. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's so sad, man. Rats are super prone to tumors and cancer. And our rats are, I mean, the average life expectancy is only 2 years. It's super sad. Ours turned 2 last spring, and they're still doing real well. They're doing phenomenal. Aside from that, the one that had hers removed, all of her hair's almost grown back from where they had to shave her down for the incision. But she's doing great. And tomorrow, I'll take Hazel to get the same thing done, and I hope she has just as much of a speedy recovery as Pixie did. Poor things, man. But, yep. That's just one of the things. If one of the things you definitely should know going into owning a rat. Do you have to have it removed? No, but if you don't, it's definitely a ticking clock, you know. And there is always a chance that it could come back, but it's not as likely once it's removed. So we'll do it, do what needs done, and hope for the best. All right, I think we'll let these guys dry. And then again, like I said, we'll put another coat, or I will put another coat of matte varnish on the exterior on all three of these between now and Thursday. That way they get multiple coats. They got a good enough time to sit there and dry and be ready to go for Thursday. So all set there. Let's hop over here. Nope, not from here we won't. There we go. The problems of having multiple stream decks. One's only digital, but still. All right. What we got going on? Let's see. Shall we go say hello to someone? I'll find out who's streaming and
Incredibly important. Also, like as you mentioned, when it
shush. Okay. Hey, Fire Shadow, you too, man. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see if we can find somebody to go say hello to, if you guys wouldn't mind sticking around. Thank you, Rose. Oh boy. You feel better, Fire Shadow? Excuse you, sir. How long has Kiratissa been streaming? We never get to raid her. She's been live for 4 hours. But it looks like she's still very much at it. So let's do that. If you guys wouldn't mind sticking around and joining me for a raid, I would certainly appreciate it. Kiratissa is awesome. She's a goldsmith. She makes kinetic jewelry. If you've never seen it, it's super cool stuff. Basically jewelry with movement in it, movable pieces and things. She's made this little bat thing that I absolutely love. But yeah, anyway, she's raided our channel many, many times, shown a lot of love to us, and we never really get the opportunity to repay that. So if you guys wouldn't mind joining me, sticking around and joining me on this raid to show some love to somebody that's shown us so much, I would appreciate it. Thank you for stream. Have a good have a good night. Good luck wishing your rat all the best for her op tomorrow. Thank you, Captain Shires. She should be okay. We have a really, really awesome vet. That's why I drive as far as I do. You know, there's limited options with small animals and exotic animals, of course. But we have two options. One's really relatively close, but we go to the further one because the vet is he's just an awesome, awesome guy. Very fortunate to have a great vet like him, for sure. So, but yeah, thank you guys. It's been a great productive stream. It's been a great productive week. 3 streams in only 2 days. How about that? We of course had our first nighttime stream last night. And just if that's something that you don't know about, just to kind of just throw it out there. I'm playing around with this whole thing. I like to sculpt at night sometimes. You know, it's just nice, but I can't really stream at night because Menchie has to get up super early for work. She's a light sleeper, and our bedroom's right next to this room. So me talking would be disruptive. But last night I did the first After Dark stream where there's no mic. I can just chat with you guys on occasion and just chill and listen to music and work. And had a really, really good time last night. It was super chill, super fun. Thank you for everybody that made it out and hung out with me. And thank you for everybody that's hung out today. I very, very much appreciate it. We got some thank yous. And let me get the raid calls out real quick. Non-subs, that one's for you. If you're not subbed to the channel, you can copy that one. And if you are subbed to the channel, that one is for you. I'm going to get that copied as well. Get that ready to go. And when we get over to Kiratis's stream, just throw that in the chat, make some noise, say hello. If you like what you see, drop a follow, show some love. If not, hey, no harm, no foul. It's always fun to meet new people. So I hope you'll join me. You old fart, thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. Let's hop over to the end screen, and then I'll queue up the raid and say my thank yous. Yeah, thank you, Kennedy, for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today. Thanks for joining us, each and every one of you on that list there, hanging out with us today in chat. Certainly appreciate it. You guys are the reason why I do this. It's why it's so fun to me, is the conversations we have and the time spent here as a community. So thanks for being a part of it. Dex, hey man, have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful Wednesday, guys. And I will of course be back on Thursday. Just fumbling around Twitch's menus here. Kiratissa, there she is. Raid is queued, ready to go. But yeah, Dex, ye old fart, Rose, Fire Shadow, Corpse. Excuse me. Dragon Skullin, Bug Boy. There's so many of you, man. Thank you guys all for being here. I very much appreciate it. I, again, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day today. Have a great day tomorrow, and I will see you back here probably around 11 noon Eastern time on Thursday. So yeah, take care, have fun. Throwing some links in the chat real quick for the Discord and the YouTube if you want to check those out. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Kiratis's channel on the other side of the raid. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.